I mean, I've never seen dog on the menu. Do they actually? I guess in some parts of China they do. Is that right?
Boom, boom. If you're looking for some crazy, I'll tell you everybody's standing in a line for the water slide. You can come on over. We can take the roller coaster. And you know everybody's looking for a ride in the water slide. Water slide.
Okay, so we made it to the restaurant. Do you remember the name?
I don't know the name, but we'll take a shot of it later, just on the safe side.
We'll show you the name. So we ordered. So you got to order the famous chongqing beer, Bingda, which means cold. And so tell our viewers what we're eating here.
Okay, so this one here is a little ready one. It's sweet and sour pork or tang suliji. We have some potato sticks, so gambian tudosa. And then here we have a mixture of twice cooked pork and sweet potato noodles called the Yanjian roll. So this is a very popular dish in Chongqing for the foreigners. It's meat, it's pork, it's not spicy, there's a little green pepper in there. The potato sticks, they're just like French fries. And then the sweet and sour pork is probably one of the most popular dishes with foreigners. That one and chongqing chicken. Just because they're sweet, they're not spicy. If you like spicy, you can get more spicy dishes. Like, for example, in the potato sticks, we've got the Sichuan chilies, which gives a little spice. But to be fair, none of these dishes are that spicy. And if you're from a city or country that doesn't eat a lot of spice, these dishes will make you feel good. I had a colleague in my second year. He only ever ate the sweet and sour pork because he couldn't eat spicy food. So for a whole year he ate nothing but this.
This is good. This is actually, this definitely tastes like American Chinese sweet and sour pork.
It reminds me of the orange chicken.
Yeah. There's a place in the U.S., I don't know if you guys have it in the UK, but it's called P.F. Chang's.
No.
It's a big Chinese franchise restaurant. And they have really good Chinese food, American Chinese food, Western Chinese food.
Yeah.
But this tastes like their orange peel chicken.
Yeah.
Or their orange peel pork, which is very good, very sweet. Like you said, not very spicy.
It's made from tomato ketchup, vinegar, and then a little sugar. And then on top it's some spring onion. I think they're spring onions. Just whatever onion it is. They call it yellow onion, but I couldn't tell you the English for it.
Yeah, you can definitely taste the vinegar inside of it, but it's very, very good.
Yeah.
To me, it does not remind me of Chongqing at all. It reminds me of the West.
I don't actually think it's a Chongqing dish, to be fair.
Really? No, this is good. So this is chicken?
Pork.
Pork. Oh, yeah.
It's twice cooked pork. So what they'll do first is they'll boil the piece of pork, and then once it's boiled and cooked through, they'll slice it up, and then they fry it with the peppers, the onions, these fermented black beans. These actually really make the dish, in my opinion. So they're some black beans. They're really tasty.
Oh yeah. Really, it gives it a smoky, salty flavor.
Yeah.
Very good. And these are the potatoes, right?
Yeah. I mean, like these beans, I cook with them a lot. You can put them in pretty much anything, and it adds like a really rich flavor to your food.
It does.
It has like a meaty taste to it as well. It's very meaty.
Yeah, these taste like hash browns.
Hash browns in the UK are nothing like this.
These remind me of the hash browns at IHOP.
IHOP?
International House of Pancake.
Oh, yeah.
Do they have IHOPs in the UK?
We don't have them, no.
I really like this. It's good.
You want me found that? Not men putting the rice in, then this, and then some of this. And it all kind of soaks together.
Oh, yeah. So they use ketchup, vinegar,
Sugar.
And sugar.
I don't know about this because my wife tried making it.
I would have never guessed that was ketchup.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's what they do in the West.
No, in the West it's different. Like, when we have sweet and sour in the West, it's really, it's red. It's kind of this red. Fucking nasty. They put like carrot in there, pineapple. It's disgusting.
What's the name of this again?
Shufen.
Shufan.
Fen.
Shufen.
It's basically just when you get a potato and the powder that comes out of it, the starch, and then they dry it to make a powder.
Okay.
And it's just that compacted together. Just sweet potato noodle.
So what's your guess?
It's about 80 bucks. 80 RMB.
80 bucks. I'm gonna say 72. So 2 beers.
So these are about 30 each. So between 80 and 100 maybe, give or take.
All right. We're gonna get the bill, the tab. So you want to pay for it, and then I'll send you half of what it costs.
70.
Ah.
70? Oh, 70
Yeah,
bucks.
I
Nice.
said 72. That means you get to buy. Now we're gonna split it. So, cool thing is, he'll pay for it on WeChat, and I'll send him the money, my half, on WeChat. All very convenient. So the Liberation Monument's the one with the
It's a clock tower.
the big clock tower. Not a whole lot to it, but it's right in the middle of this big shopping area or shopping mall. But it's just, that's the courtyard right there. If I can, where the monument is, you come up this road and it's right here. So I gotta ask you this. Do you think these Nikes and these Gucci's are actually
I'd say they're probably knockoffs.
they're probably knockoffs? Oh, okay, I'll get your name there. Mingza?
Yeah, so it's Brother Bull.
Brother Bull.
Yeah, so Mu is cow and then Ge is brother.
Ah. Yeah, I guess if you want to.
So we have
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yes,
She's pimping her place, right? So ask her how much those Gucci shoes are. See if you see a price tag on it.
你要拿去穿吗？
不是，我要问多少钱？
哦，我们这个100块。
So $100.
$100, so that's like $15. So you can buy a knockoff Gucci for 15 bucks.
Yeah, so if you go into the actual Gucci store, you're talking
Knockoff
500,
Nike?
600.
Huh?
In the Gucci store, you're talking 500-600.
Wow, that's crazy. 谢谢你.
So dog skulls, teeth, lucky coins.
Wow. So yes, that as you probably heard, that was those are dog skulls. I don't. Wait, is there a reason why they do that? Is it like a lucky charm type thing?
I think it's supposed to be lucky, like the teeth on the red rope. That if you give them babies, it's supposed to be really lucky. Somebody told me once before, but I don't know exactly why they do it. It's
Yeah.
something to like look or something.
Not something you want to see here, but
No, especially
Yeah.
when you come from the West and dogs are pets.
yeah.
You know, I have dogs at home myself. But to be fair, in China, anything is food. You know, in the West.
Do they really? I mean, I've never seen dog on the menu. Do they actually? I guess in some parts of China they do. Is that right? Is
Yeah,
that
in
because
certain
it's a
parts in
necessity?
China they do. 'Cause apparently in the winter it keeps you warm. Chongqing used to have a couple of restaurants that served dog, hot pot style, but with soup instead of the hot mix.
Really?
But they've closed them down now. I think even China's slowly agreeing that dogs are pets and not food.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've eaten dog, but I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah.
It made me sick for 2 days.
It just doesn't sound. I mean, just your furry little friend doesn't sound very appetizing eating it. And you know, I'll make a kind of a sidebar here on, you know, me being here in China. I mean, you see a lot of foreigners doing expose videos on YouTube, and that's one thing. By the way, Ryan and I are gonna put together our own YouTube
Life in
channel,
China
the Life
vlog.
in China and Chongqing, and really getting down to navigating, living, you know, what it's actually like. we're going to drill down a little bit more. But one thing we're always adamant on, and I'm adamant on my own videos, is not doing any type of exposés, because this, first of all, we're guests in this country, and they do things a little bit different than we do in many ways. And if you're here long enough, some things can get on your nerves, but you know, we're still guests, and we're getting to experience a new culture, learn a new language.
Well, we chose to be here as well.
Yeah, we chose to be here.
If we don't like it, we have the choice of going back home.
That's what I want to tell foreigners that bitch and complain about the things they do here. Is if you don't like it,
if you choose to be here.
Yeah, get out. So if you don't like it, guys, get out. Stop complaining. Enjoy yourself. You're getting to do something that
many people don't get the opportunity.
Very few people get to do. So,
especially if you come to live and work here, you have to embrace everything.
Yeah, you do.
You know, it's not. Yeah, it's different. It's not the same as home.
Here, let's switch sides.
The hygiene standards are not the same, and you know, things aren't what they are in the West. But it's a different lifestyle. It works.
Yeah.
You can't have hygiene with 30 million people. You know, you can't stop every person dropping litter.
No.
It happens. You know, get over it.
Yeah. You know, you'll see this a lot. I don't know if this is Chongqing. You may not see it as much in Beijing or Shanghai, but the little toddlers, you'll see mom just pull down their pants and they'll go to the bathroom, you know, like in a corner of the street or even on the sidewalk. And at first it kind of bothered me, but what I realized was diapers are, they're a commodity.
It's not,
right? They're expensive.
Well, it's not that as well.
I should say not a commodity, but more of a luxury to have diapers.
Well, a lot of them, they come from the outside anyway, whereas in these kind of places, there isn't really many bathrooms for them to use.
That's true.
So they kind of get used to doing it.
Yeah.
And so when you come to the cities, especially if they're new, they're still going to keep doing their old ways.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like things back in the West. We still do old ways, even though times have changed. You know, you can take a man out of his country, but you can't take the country out of a man.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, it's the same for them. You can't take out what they know just because they're in a city and not in their own hometown.
Yeah. But you get used to it. You know, it's not something that, you know, you might get irritated, but you keep going on. And
it's like when you see people like bringing up phlegm and just spitting. That's something that I hate.
You know what's funny is, I grew up in the country in Amarillo, so I'm used to spitting. So I actually get along with the Chinese people from that standpoint, because I just spit. If I got to spit a loogie, I do it.
For me, it was rude, but you know, I'm kind of used to it now. Like you see them do it on bus. They don't do it onto the floor. They'll do it into their bags. Like they eat food and they'll put it back into the bag that they've given. So if they spit, they'll spit into a bag. It's not a pleasant thing to see or to hear.
Yeah.
But you know, it's nature. You have to get stuff off your chest, otherwise you get infection.
Yeah.
You know, and if it annoys you, just move away. Plain and simple, just move away from where it is. It doesn't harm you.
I find that since I've been here, just because of the weather, you know, obviously more pollution here, but it's got a Portland, Seattle weather. I mean, it's got a lot of rain, a lot of humidity. So your body just produces a lot of phlegm.
Yeah.
And you got to get rid of it. But like I said, I get along with the Chinese in that standpoint. If I spit, I mean, I'll be discreet about it, but I'll definitely spit on the sidewalk or somewhere.
I always make sure I go to the side and do it. I don't just do it in front of me. I'll move to the side and just put it against a wall or something. You know, some people, they don't they see it as being rude, and they try to change people. You can't change people's ways.
No.
You know, just accept it.
Yeah.
You're a visitor. You know, even if you're living here, you're still a visitor in the country. You choose to be here.
Yeah.
Just accept what you see.
All right, guys. So after walking around for 5 hours here, both tired, but had a lot of fun checking out Xiaotimin. Did I say it right?
Xiaotimin.
Man, my Chinese has got to improve. So, guys, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Take care, guys.
Take care.